last week. Well over 300 yards in that one.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Warren to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Warren. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now here's the throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. action. It's Lawrence. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Warren gonna pass it. He finds his man complete. That's Davidson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, Witherspoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Warren. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Warren. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that 1st drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And he hits Drake. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, Defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Warren. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Warren. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Warren. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Houston set to take over. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Warren. That one caught by Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On first down, Warren looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig it.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Warren. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And now out comes Houston. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 7 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
On 2nd down now, Witherspoon, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, Warren. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Warren. And this one too low. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Long. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Titans' 16-yard line.
Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Titans now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throw left side complete. That's Reese. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Warren. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Warren. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Take it all the way. Awesome aside offense. Let's get 2. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Warren. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Witherspoon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Warren. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to air one out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Lawrence will throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Titans getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down. Warren. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's long. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He finds his man complete. It's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dragons continue to pull away here this first half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Do it now!
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, Witherspoon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Warren. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warren. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Warren. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. The Jaguars off to an ideal start as they move to 2-0 with a road victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Thunderbirds seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood. See what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Broncos trying to hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. A little juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Dragons.
Up the middle they go. It's long. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slam. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's Warren to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, Witherspoon. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now Warren. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, Witherspoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Take it all the way to the end zone.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long to about the 26 here.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Warren. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Throwing again. Warren. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Warren.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down. It's long. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. from the 31. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trouble, 38.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Warren going to pass it. He finds his man complete. That's Davidson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Warren. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Warren. To the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's complete to Drake. And he's out right at the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They run the counter. It's long. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Now a give, right side. Long. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
They got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Check white. Blue, check.
They'll run on first down. Long. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Warren. Pressure comes and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Warren. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Warren. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
They run the counter. It's long. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
13 yards. First down, Dragons.
You can do better.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Yellow, Lonnie, switch, yellow, black swap, Smith, red.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.